totally different world. So from nothing to everything's locked down. There's so much conflicting information and conflicting opinions about how to proceed. What has happened. You find things where there was a meat packing plant, I believe, in Missouri, where 300 plus people were asymptomatic, tested positive or asymptomatic. And then in other places, it just ravages entire communities and kills people. And it's so weird. It almost appears on the like if you didn't know any better, you'd be like, "What?" It seems like there's a bunch of different viruses. It doesn't seem like it's the same thing, or has a bunch of different reactions to the biological variety of people.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of saw this whole thing play out in China before it played out in the U.S. So it's kind of like watching the same movie again, but in English. So yeah. I mean, I think the mortality rate is much less than what say the World Health Organization said it was. It's very much less. It's like probably at least an order of magnitude less.
Well, it seems to be very deadly to very specific kinds of people and people with specific problems.
Yeah, I mean, if you can look at the mortality statistics, by age and whether they have comorbidities, like do they have like basically existing conditions, and by age, and if you're below 60 and have no serious health issues, the probability of death is extremely low. It's not zero, but it's extremely low.
They didn't think that this was the case, though, when they first started to lock down the country. Do you think that it's a situation where once they've proceeded in a certain way, it's very difficult to correct course?
It's almost like people really wanted a panic. It's quite crazy.
But in some places, a panic is deserved, right? Like if you're in the ICU in Manhattan and people are dying left and right, and everyone's on intubators, and it seems like when you see all these people on ventilators and so many of them are dying, and you see these nurses are dying and doctors are getting sick, in some places that fear is justified. But then in other places, you're reading these stories about hospitals that are essentially half empty. They're having to furlough doctors and nurses because there's no work for them.
Most of the hospitals in the United States right now are half empty. In some cases, they're at 30% capacity.
And is this because they've decided to forego elective procedures and normal things that people would have to go to the hospital for?
Yes, I mean, we're not talking about just some of these elective procedures are quite important.
Yes.
Like it's like you have a bad heart.
Gallbladder disease, yeah, sure.
Yeah, and you need a triple bypass. It's like sort of elective, but if you don't get it done in time, you're going to die.
Yeah. Elective's a weird word.
Yeah, elective. It's not like, hey, I want to. It's not like plastic surgery or something.
Right.
It's like it's more like my hip is. I'm in extreme pain because my hip's blown out, or my knee, and I don't want to go to the hospital. I can't go to the hospital. People in extreme pain, people that need a kidney, like people that have like quite serious issues that are choosing not to go out of fear. So I think it's a problem. It's not good.
It seems like the state of public perception is shifting.
It is.
Like people are taking some deep breaths and relaxing, and because of the statistics and essentially across the board, it's being recognized that it's not as fatal as we thought it was. Still dangerous, still worse than the flu, but not as bad as we thought or we feared it could be.
Objectively, the mortality is much lower. Like at least a factor of 10, maybe a factor of 50 lower than initially thought.
Do you think that the current way we're handling this, the social distancing, the masks, the locking down, does this make sense? Is it adequate? Or do you think that we should move back to at least closer to where we used to be?
Well, I think proper hygiene is a good thing no matter
Yes.
what. Wash your hands and and if you're coughing, stay home or wear a mask. This is not good. Like they do that in Japan, that's like normal.
Yeah.
If you're ill, you wear a face mask and you don't cough on people. I think that would be a great thing to adopt in general throughout the world. washing your hands is also good.
Well, that's the speculation why men get it more than women, because men are disgusting. We don't wash
Men
our
are
hands
disgusting.
as much.
It's true.
It's true.
Yeah,
I
it's
admit
bad.
it. We're all men in this room. We're all gross.
Yeah, let's go to the restroom. You can see it's
Yes,
horrible.
we're gross. My daughter, my 9-year-old daughter, yells at me. She goes, "Did you wash your hands?" She makes me go back and wash my hands. She's right. 9 years old. If I had a 9-year-old boy,
Sure.
do you think he would care?
No.
He wouldn't give a fuck if I washed my hands.
True. So yeah, I think there's definitely some silver linings here in improved hygiene
Yes.
and
An awareness of potential.
yes, and I think this has shaken up the system. System is like somewhat moribund with a lot of layers of bureaucracy, and I think that we've cut through some of that bureaucracy. And if we at some point there probably will be a pandemic with a high mortality rate. There's debate about like what's high, but I mean like something that's killing a lot of 20-year-olds, let's say, like
Right.
like it's
Yes.
if you had like Ebola type of mortality.
Spanish flu, something that
Yeah,
attacks the immune
yeah,
systems of healthy people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like killing large numbers of young healthy people. That's define that as like a high mortality. Then this is at least practice for something like that. And I think there's given it's just a matter of time that there will be eventually some such pandemic.
Do you think that, in a sense, the one good thing that we might get out of this is the realization that this is a potential reality, that we got lucky in this sense? I mean, in people that didn't get lucky and died, of course, I'm not disrespecting their death and their loss, but I'm saying overall, as a culture, as a community, as a human race, as a community, this is not as bad as it could have been. This is a good dry run for us to appreciate that we need far more resources dedicated towards understanding these diseases, what to do in the case of pandemic, and much more money that goes to funding treatments and some preventative measures.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think there's a good chance, it's highly likely, I think, coming out of this that we will develop vaccines that we didn't have before for coronaviruses and other viruses, and possibly cures for these. And our understanding of viruses of this nature has improved dramatically because of the attention that it's received. So there's definitely a lot of silver linings here. And
Potentially, if we act correctly.
Yeah. There's, I think there will be some amount of silver lining here, no matter what. Hopefully, it could be more of a silver lining than less.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of like a practice run for something that had a potential that might in the future have a serious, like a really high mortality rate. And we kind of got to go through this without it being something that kills vast numbers of young healthy people.
Yeah. When you made a series of tweets recently, I don't remember the exact wording, but essentially you were saying "Free America now." Like, let's
That is the
open it
exact
back.
wording.
That is it. Thank you. But what was how much do you pay attention to the response to that stuff, and what was the response? Like, did anybody go, "Hey, Elon, what the fuck are you doing?" Did anybody pull you
Yeah,
aside?
of course.
Who does that? Who gets to do that to you?
Well, I mean, I certainly get that. There's no shortage of negative feedback on Twitter.
Oh yeah, Twitter. Yeah, but I don't read that. Do you read it?
War zone.
You do sometimes, though, right? You do read it.
Yeah, I mean, I scroll through the comments. Like I said, as a meme war zone.
Yeah.
I mean, people knife you good on Twitter.
It's something I enjoy about that. There's something about the freedom of expression that comes from all these people that do attack you. It's like, well, if there was no vulnerability whatsoever, they wouldn't attack you. And it's like there's something about these millions and millions of perspectives that you have to appreciate. Even if it comes your way, even if the shit storm hits you in the face,
Sure.
You got to appreciate, wow, how amazing is it that all these people do have the ability to express themselves. I mean, you don't necessarily want to be there when the shit hits you.
Sure.
You might want to get out of the way in anticipation of the shitstorm, but the fact that so many people have the ability to reach out, and I think it's, in a lot of ways, it's, I don't want to say a misused resource, but it's like giving monkeys guns. They just start, they start gunning down things that are in front of them without any realization of what they're doing. They have a rock, they see a window, they throw it. Woo! Woo! Look at that! I got Elon mad. Look at that! This guy got mad at me. I fucking took this person down on Twitter. I got this lady fired. Oh, the fucking business is going under because of Twitter wars. It seems like there's something about it that's this newfound thing that I don't want to say abuse, but just I want to say that it's almost like, you know, you hit the button and things blow up. You're like, wow, what else can we blow up?
Sure. I mean, I've been in the Twitter war zone for a while here. So,
Twitter war zone?
You know, it takes a lot to faze me at this point.
Yeah. That's good too, right? Like you develop a thick skin.
Yeah, you can't take it personally. Like, these people don't actually know you. You know, like
yeah.
It's just like, you know, it's like if you're fighting a war, and there's like some opposing soldier that shoots at you. It's not like they hate you. They don't even know you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just think of it like that. Like they're firing bullets, whatever. But they don't know you, so don't take it personally.
There's something interesting about it too. It's like when you write something in 280 characters and they write something in it's such a crude way. It's like, you know, someone sending opposing smoke signals that refute your smoke signals. It's like, it's so crude, and especially when you're talking about something like Neuralink. You're talking about some future potential where you're going to be able to express pure thoughts that get conveyed through some sort of a universal language with no ambiguity whatsoever, versus, you know, tweets.
Well, there'll always be some ambiguity, but
yeah,
tweets it's hard. Maybe there should be like a sarcasm flag or something, you know.
Right.
Or I'm not, just kidding or whatever,
but
like that,
It seems like it would take away some of the fun from people that know it's sarcasm. Like if everybody knew that The Onion wasn't real, if you sent people articles, it was something about someone getting angry at an Onion article.
Wow, that's amazing.
You know what I mean? Where they don't realize what it is. There's something fun about that for everybody else.
Yeah, Onion's pretty great. Might be the best news source.
Do you know who Titania McGrath is? Hilarious. It's Andrew Boyle. He's a British fellow, brilliant guy who's been on the podcast before, and he has this fictional character, this pseudonym, Titania McGrath, who's like the ultimate social justice warrior. And
is this like have a female avatar?
Yes,
or something?
yes.
Okay.
A female avatar that's actually a computer conglomeration of a bunch of faces.
Okay.
It's not really one person, so one person can't be a victim and be angry. He's sort of combined these faces to make this one perfect social justice warrior.
Okay.
But the thing, I recognized it early on before I met him.
Sure.
That this was parody. This was just fun, and then I love reading the people that don't recognize that. They get angry.
Sure.
And they're really like. There's a lot of people that just get really furious about some. There's some fun to that. There's some fun to the not picking up on the true nature of the signal.
I find Twitter quite engaging.
How do you have the time?
Well, I mean, it's like 5 minutes every couple hours type of thing. It's not like I'm sitting on it all day.
But even 5 minutes every couple hours, if those are bad 5 minutes, they might be bouncing around your head for the next 30.
Yeah, you have to, like I said, take a certain amount of distance from. You read this and you're like, okay, it's bullets being fired by an opposing army. Don't like. It's not like they like I said. It's not like they know you. It's like don't take it personally.
Did you feel the same way when CNN had that stupid shit about ventilators with you? I found that both confusing and the
yeah, that was annoying.
It was annoying.
It was wrong.
But it's also annoying as a person who reads CNN and wants to think of them as a responsible conveyor of the facts. I would like to think that.
Yeah. I don't think CNN is that.
I think it used to be.
It used to be, yeah. What do you think's the best source of just like information out there? Like
That's a good question.
Let's say you're just like average citizen trying to just get the facts, figure out what's going on, how to live your life, and just looking for what's going on in the world. That it's hard to find something that isn't, that's good.
Yeah.
Not trying to push some partisan angle, not trying to not sort of doing sloppy reporting and just aiming for the most number of clicks and trying to maximize ad dollars and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out what's going on. It's like I'm hard pressed to. Where do you go?
I don't know. I don't think there's any pure form. My favorite places are the New York Times and the LA Times, and I don't trust them 100%. You know, because also there's individuals that are writing these stories.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's seems to be the problem, is these individual biases and these individual, there's purposely distorted perceptions, and then there's ignorantly reported facts, and there's so many variables, and you got to put everything through this filter of where's this person coming from. Do they have political biases? Do they have social biases? Are they upset because of their own shortcomings, and are they projecting this into the story?
Sure.
It's so hard.
Yeah, I think like maybe just trying to find individual reporters that you think are good and
Yes.
kind of following them as opposed to the publication.
I go with whatever Matt Taibbi says.
Okay.
I trust him more than anybody.
All right.
Matt Taibbi's onto something. He's as far as investigative reporters in particular, the way he reported the savings and loan crisis, the way he reports everything. I just listen to him above most. He's my go-to guy.
All right, I'll check it out.
His Rolling Stones articles are amazing. His stuff on the savings and loan crisis, you're just like, what in the fuck?
Sure.
And and he wasn't, he's not an economist by any stretch of the imagination, so he had to really sort of deeply embed himself in that world to try to understand it and to be able to report on it.
Yep.
And with a humorous flair.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's not that many of them. It's
No.
hard, and not a location where like we are no bullshit.
Sure.
We are no bullshit.com. Like the one place where you can say, this is what we know, this is what we don't know, this is what we think. Not, this person's wrong and here's why. Like, oh, God damn it. I can't. You don't know. There's a lot of stuff that is open to interpretation.
Yeah.